I have been trying and getting overwhelmed, and I feel like I cannot be the only one that gets overwhelmed with their craft room, hoard, closet, table, shelf, whatever you guys have. But I have been trying, like boxes, everything is boxed up and it's so bad. And I'm trying to figure out what to do for this collab. I have so many ideas, but like nothing's working. So wish me luck.
And here are all of these awesome and talented crafters listed down below. I also have the playlist listed, and our co-host this first part of our collab is Dee over at The Distressed Princess. I will have all of those amazing channels listed in my description box. I hope you guys get tons of inspiration and that you will just have fun crafting your stash and watching along with us.
So I was thinking, I've got this whole box of Dollar Tree items, so I was thinking of just kind of like going through it, I guess, and seeing what, oh golly, what sparks like my brain. I love these. I love crafting with these long ones. So that's a maybe. Oh, I forgot I had this. I love this. I wish I had another one. I'm gonna have to look. Oh look, I found another one. Okay. So I don't even really know what I've got in here. Oh, I love this black. Might do something with that. I don't know. I got so many ideas. Let's see what I can figure out. So I'm gonna do the same thing with my white that I'm gonna do with my black. I'm going to cut off the top section. I'm gonna line up my laser level on my saw, and I'm just gonna cut that right across. If you don't have a miter saw, you can use a miter box, which I think I have one somewhere. There you go. This handy dandy little tool is called a miter box. It comes with a little saw, which looks like this, and you just put it into the little spaces and saw. So this is like the handheld version of this fancy tool. But me and my husband are always doing home projects and crafting, and so we have both, because sometimes you just need the convenience of this, but we also have this.
All right, we're gonna jump right into project one. So I ultimately decided to use the two black longer Dollar Tree signs. Now, wasn't entirely sure what I was gonna do, but I knew I definitely needed to put some craft paper down, so I wouldn't scratch up the black because it's a very matte black. This is one of the signs from Dollar Tree's Halloween time, so I just love it, but I knew on my table I would have issues, so that's why I ended up putting my craft paper down, which I should totally do all the time because your girl's a hot mess, y'all know, but I just craft and I have fun, so it's okay. But I like this little tip that I did. So I flipped it over, I took some crafting sticks and glued them all to the backside just to make this piece stay together and be extremely sturdy. So I have tons and tons and tons of this ribbon. They're all kind of a similar look, but all of the ribbon that I have are all different patterns. So I grabbed a whole bunch of them. Some of them I had used a lot of it, and a couple of them were brand new. So I knew I wanted to use this like ribbon. It's very boho, modern farmhouse. I just love and adore it. So I took some ribbon and I glued the back portion of my sign, and then I draped the ribbon on the front and then pressed down on the back. If that makes sense. I feel like I did not explain that well, but I just used my little Cricut tool, which I use for way too much, not even like for Cricut crafts. I just really love it. So it's one of those things. And as I was so excited, I found those two little galvanized metal pieces also from the Dollar Tree. I found them, I feel like within the past like 3 or 4 months. Not quite sure how long ago I did find them, but I know it was fairly recent. Now these little Dollar Tree tassels, I know I bought well over a year ago, and totally forgot about them. When I was going through my Dollar Tree bin, I also have a ribbon box. And in the ribbon box, I had the little leather tassels, and then I had that leather cord ribbon. And I thought, oh my goodness, these are really fun. I can do something really unique with them. I've never crafted with them. Why do I do this to myself? I forget what I have, and then I tuck them away and just completely forget what I have. So I'm just going to use 2 of the brown tassels that came in that pack, and I already kept the twine on it because I like how it kind of matched the ribbon that I used on this side. And I just unknotted them and tied my tassel to the cord that was already on there. Wow, that was a mouthful. And then I kind of wasn't sure which direction I wanted this to be. I wasn't quite sure if I wanted it to be kind of like a drop zone, a decorative piece, like a command center. But ultimately, I just really wanted kind of just to accent this piece as a decorative sign. I love changing out my decor, and these bigger signs, I feel like I use them at different times of the year, and that's just kind of what I ended up doing, making it just a sign. But you could 100% make this more of a command center. I would, maybe add some little metal clips or something else really fun. But this is the route that I ended up going. I did take some of my white acrylic chalk paint and I just kind of lightly distressed it. And then it was time to hot glue this bad boy to my black sides. I just added a lot of glue to the back and pressed it down for both of my envelopes. Project 2 is going to be upcycling this green glass jar into a vase. Now, my friend Lisa gave this to me, and I actually really thought about painting it, but I just really liked the color. So I couldn't end up painting it, and I decided to just kind of cover up that top twist part on the glass. And so I took some of my favorite ribbon. Now, this ribbon is actually from Walmart, their Christmas decor ribbon from a few years ago. So I actually just really love it, and I thought it would lend well to kind of the look that I'm going with all of these projects. Now I'm going to take the same tassels that we used from the first project, but I am taking the gray ones, and then I'm going to take some of the gray leather twine, and we're going to wrap that in the center top section of the vase. And I think I did it once or 2 times around, and then I knotted it. And then I'm going to attach my tassels, 1 to each side of the twine. Or not twine, no, cord. Leather cord. Now these leather tassels, they did have little holes up at the top, which make it really easy to attach them to twine or this leather cord. But I'm not sure if they have different sizes or not. So I will have to look out next time I go to the Dollar Tree and see if I see some more of these really cute little tassels. And what better way to fill up the bottom is than to take them out of another glass vase that I'm no longer using with some white Dollar Tree rocks and add a little bit of greenery. Now, this greenery I did get from TEAL. If you haven't ordered from them, I wanted to try it out just to kind of see what the hype was about, and it definitely just looks like I bought greenery from Dollar Tree. So win-win. Now, project 3 is going to be taking a Hobby Lobby piece alongside some Dollar Tree pieces. Now, I bought this little thick square sign from Hobby Lobby. It was like spring decor section, paid like 90% off for it. So it was super inexpensive when I bought it. So I've done several different projects with this little box. I'm taking the Dollar Tree cork board mat, that little sheet, and I cut it down to size. And of course, I thought I measured it so great, but indeed I did not. So first attempt was I took my straight razor, but it didn't cut all the way through, and I was like, oh, I'll just snip it off. Well, that sticky side is really sticky. Okay, so I kind of just had to use my good scissors and I just kept cutting, but it still didn't look like a clean enough edge. So I was a little bit unhappy about that. And I kept thinking, okay, how am I going to cover up this side that got messed up? I was so aggravated, but I was determined. I'm always going to keep crafting. I'm just going to push through. So I took 4 of these square Dollar Tree blocks. I believe they actually come in a 3-pack, but I could be wrong. It might be a 4-pack, but I did take 4 of them and I'm going to use them as the little legs for our little riser. Now, that part, oh, like I said, it was so aggravating. So I'm going to take some more of the Dollar Tree ribbon, which it's so adorable. I cut down 2 strips and I'm actually just going to glue onto the one side that is messed up and then the opposite side. So I'm not going to do this on all 4 sides. I just kind of want to draw less attention to the top section. And I was very happy with the end result. So project 4 is taking this little Dollar Tree square hanging sign, which is, I got it during the summer. I should start keeping track of when I actually buy Dollar Tree items and how long ago. Like, I should write on the tag because, my golly, I think I bought this at least 3 years ago and never figured out what to do with it. So today we're going to transform this into a neutral kind of summer, spring-ish sign. So I'm taking some leftover Dollar Tree wallpaper and I'm going to push out that backside. Now, that was a little bit hard. Do you see all of the fray, like, pieces of the backing? Oh my goodness. I had to scrape and sandpaper that down so much to get it all off. So super glue that they were using. It was definitely staying put. So I did have to touch up a lot of the frame because I scraped it so hard. So I'm just going to be popping that back because it kind of is indented. I didn't feel like I needed to glue it, but if I do notice it start to peeling or kind of coming apart, I will glue it down. But for right now, I'm like, I'm just going to leave it. So I'm going to take one of these little Dollar Tree, what is this called? This is a, oh my goodness, my brain just went completely gone. It's a feather. There you go. I'm taking one of these Dollar Tree feathers and it's in a garland pack. So I think it's like 4 or 5 of these little wooden pieces and I'm only going to take one. And I just started painting and I'm like not really knowing what I'm wanting exactly when I started it. But then I decided I kind of wanted it to be two-toned and I wanted to vibe off of the black cord that I was using. So I did one a lighter gray and then I did the other side kind of like a darker gray. And then I'm taking some of the black leather cord ribbon and then I wrapped it around the top section and then hot glued it down to itself. And then I'm going to be taking 2 Dollar Tree, they're just little cubes. I'm not quite sure. It comes in a huge pack, probably like 20 of them or so. Glued that because it's going to be lifted off of our little piece or our little framed decor piece. I painted them that gray white to blend in and then hot glue and pressed it down. Now, I feel like I do this all the time. I should have put this cord on first before I glued my little sign because he definitely got in the way. But I ended up, just maneuvering around the little 3D feather and measured about how much of the cord I wanted. And then I started beading. I added 6 Dollar Tree natural beads to my little, what are we going to call this? Just a little sign. I mean, it's so cute. It's really small, but I love these small signs hanging around my house. And added 6 of them and then just corded off and knotted the bottom side of the cord. All right, confession time. I feel as though I'm not the only one, but, by a raise of hands, I bought this project about 3 years ago. Yes, it was when I lived in Texas. I bought this little, I don't even know exactly what it originally was from or what it came off of, but this little mat. And It was frayed and broken, and I got it at the thrift store, and I was like, immediately knew what I wanted to do with it, and I have never done it. Okay, guilty. It has been at least 3 or 4 years since I've had this piece. Project in mind, wasn't even a hard project, but I just literally never did it. Like, I cannot be the only one that does this. Like, you have an entire idea, you even buy it with that project in mind, and you never do it. So this is the moment where we all finish our projects that we have wanted to finish. Like, I hope you guys maybe just stop this video and just find that one project that maybe you are like, I'm going to do it. I have all of this stuff. You have it in a box. You can start crafting. It might only take you 10 minutes and you will have it done. That is literally what this project took me. And I just don't even know why. I took some macrame cord from the Dollar Tree and just started doing a fun little twist knot just to add a little bit of, you know, drama. Then to cover up the part that I unscrewed from the Dollar Tree plunger dowel, I just wrapped some of that same macrame cord on both sides, and I did hot glue it so it wouldn't move and it would stay in place. And literally this project is done. And our 6th project, last one, is just so fun and so easy. I am totally obsessed with making these little risers. I don't know why, but I was just inspired. I love this color and it kind of just came to me. So I am taking some Dollar Tree little puffy stickers, this little Dollar Tree tray, which one of my friends and that I've actually met from my channel, Lucinda, she sent me this little tray. I'm going to say at least a year plus ago. She sent me a whole bunch of crafting supplies in a box just because she was like, I want you to craft with them. So I'm finally crafting with them. And then I'm taking 4 of the little square blocks, the same ones that we used on the other project, gluing them all down. And this is the Waverly Celery Chalk. Now I got it on clearance, like for super cheap, because I think they got rid of this celery color. I know they have a similar green color, or you might just have some leftover clearance ones like me, because I definitely bought, I think, 2 bottles, really big bottles, and let that completely dry. Used my blow dryer, and then I used some of my white chalk paint, and I just kind of distressed the edges and made it look a little bit more finished and polished, and I have a perfect little riser. So fun and so easy. Here are all of my finished projects. I hope you guys love them. I hope you get tons of inspiration. As always, I love talking to you guys, getting to know you. And if you are brand new to my channel from this fun collab, welcome. I am the spazziest crafter you will ever meet. I always am 100% real and honest with you guys. I show you my mistakes, craft through them, and hopefully made you laugh along the way. I'm pretty sure this little green riser is one of my favorites. It matches perfectly with another project behind that I did a while ago for Easter, but I don't know. All of these projects turned out really great. I can't say which one is my exact favorite. These two, they just match so perfectly together. The greens, the pop, they're just so fun. I'm just loving decorating and bringing out all my spring things and just having my whole house just be bright and green. And okay, it might be a little bit too much green. As my husband says, pretty much most of our house is now green, but it's a soothing color. It makes me happy, and I hope you guys love all of these projects. And here is our final project. I mean, it's a cutie. I don't know. I'm just saying. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to watch the rest of the videos in the collab that is listed down below. See you next time.